조용하게 방송을 하고 싶은데 도 자다가 는 못했지만 좀 누워 있다가 일어나가지고 목소리가 좀 살짝 잠겨 있긴 합니다. 어쩔 수 없어 이거는. 너무 늦은 시간이어가지고 대부분 자고 있을 텐데. 오늘은 그냥 살짝 조용한 음악 틀고 천천히 하는 방송, 그냥 편안하게 쉬엄쉬엄 가는 방송, 그렇게 될 것 같기는 합니다. 그냥 몸 자체가 지금 컨디션이 살짝 안 좋아. 컨디션도 지금 살짝 안 좋은 상태고, 어제도 방송을 켰었는데 어쩌다 보니 또 방송을 켜게 됐네. 원래 하루 좀 쉬고 방송하고 하루 쉬고 방송하고 그럴 생각이긴 한데, 이거 그냥 매뉴얼 포커스로 맞춰야겠다. 이렇게 되면은 카메라 포커스가 다시 나갈 일은 없겠지. 뭔가 자다가 잠도 안 오고 그래가지고 키기는 했는데 한 5분? 10분? 한 5분 정도밖에 안 되겠다. 그 새로 방송하시는 분 잠깐 들어갔는데, 저쪽 같은 경우는 이제 그 시청자 낮은 순으로 보는 게 없어가지고 밑에서 보고 있다가 뭔가 끌리는 느낌이 있어가지고 그분 방송에 갔는데, 모르겠어요. 방송이 되게 커질 분 같기는 해. 느낌상으로는. 내가 왜 그분한테 끌리는지 모르겠지. 아마 그분도 다른 거를 뭐 보시는 거나 그런 게 있을 수도 있고, 그분도 새로운 여행을 가시는데 지금은 무언가를 계속 하고 있고, 준비도 어느 만큼 다 되어 있신 분이고, 방송을 전에 하셨나? 세워지는 것도 지금 방송을 취미로 하시는 것 같은데, 내가 찾은 분이 어느 정도 마음의 심리도 다 쫙 잘 되어 있고, 또는 되게 편안하게 방송하실 것 같아. 어차피 내 방송 대부분 사람들이 생이어가지고 지금 이미 자고 있을 시간이긴 할 텐데, 닭강이 방송 시작하고 또 마음고생이 갑자기 생겨가지고 방송을 제대로 할지 안 할지 모르겠지만, 뭐 힘든 일이 있으면은 뭐 알아서 찾아오겠지. 알아서 찾아오고 뭐 알아서 하겠지. 내가 쟤를 뭐 처음부터 끝까지 다 챙겨줄 수 있는 건 아니니까. 아마 지금 살짝 지금 이 타이밍에 한이가 들어와가지고 카드 알려달라 뭐 카드 봐달라 그런 거 딱 오면은 좋을 때긴 할 텐데, 내가 지금 어느 정도 에너지는 있고 살짝 피곤한 상태야. Hello. Hello again. Yeah, I actually couldn't sleep. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I was like, yeah, just do something. It's about like 4 a.m. in the morning in Sydney. Can't sleep for some reason. And there goes notification, I think. But yeah, I was actually watching someone else stream for like about 5 minutes. Well, I was in my bed, so that's why my voice is a little bit deeper than usual, or it does crack a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how today's stream might go. Because most of my viewers are middle school people. Well, like most of the people I know from stream. They might be in bed already, so they won't be coming in. There might be probably 1 or 2 people lurking around. I think that will be about it. Yeah, I just wanted to like listen some classical music and take to the stream a bit easy. It's a little bit hard to mix like that tarot cards, especially like my hands are quite small. The whole card is about the size of my hand. I think I actually haven't touched my card for a few days. I got my first COVID vaccination on Monday. I was originally thinking of streaming on Monday, but I got too tired. It literally feels like I was like drunk for a whole day. A little bit dizzy, like you don't have much energy in your body. So I thought, yeah, like rather than pushing myself, I'd rather rest well, get better, and like do something on Tuesday or Wednesday, which was like today and yesterday. Yeah, what popped up? There's no runaway, but it's gonna be a long journey. Might be a little bit of boredom, might be a bit of hard work that needs to go in. There's a lot of argument. Need peace of mind, and you will get there. I'm not sure why it came up, but most likely it will be my dream. Actually, yesterday I got a message from one of my kohai, what's the term in English? Like on the um underclassmate, like something like that. Like in school, like since someone's like a year or two below me. He actually texted me. I haven't talked to him for about God knows like 5-6 years. He actually texted me and asked me like, oh, like when, like how did you get your first Pfizer shot and things like that, because I actually posted a photo on my Facebook and Instagram. And he's like, oh yeah, I got my first shot now. Yeah, so my undergrad like hi text me and he was like, oh, like where can I book and things like that. So I'm like, oh, like that's the website I booked, but at the same time I was streaming. Like, it was just like filled with like messenger message and just like beeping like every few seconds. So I was like, I was getting a little bit pissed because of like you haven't spoke to me for how many years, and you literally text me just to get that one information. I mean, if it was like a person that I talk regular base or someone I'm close, then sure, like that's the information that I have, and that's what I done. I will tell you right away, but you know, it's a little bit hard to approach someone when you haven't talked to that person for quite a long time and that person just message you just to get information they need. After that, yeah, I just told him that, yeah, I'm streaming at the moment, like can you wait for a bit. 타카, 닉네임 또 바꿨니? 이제 아이디가 몇 개 있는겨? 방송용이야? 아이디 진짜 몇 개를 돌리고 있는 건지 참. 닭강이, 닭돼지, 또 뭐냐. 야, 닭강이 아이디만 2개 있지 않니 너? 처음에 있었던 닭강이를 닭돼지로 바꾸고 그냥 그걸로 이제 방송을 하고 닭강이는 이제 그냥 시참용이나 그런 용도이구나. 나도 지금 계속 침대에는 누워있는데 잠이 안 와가지고 뭐라도 해야겠다 싶어가지고 책 읽는 거는 지금 좀 힘들어가지고 못 읽겠고 그냥 한 방송 살짝 하다가 하는 걸로. 우울하다. 뭐 그거에 대해서는 네가 나한테 메시지를 이미 보내가지고 뭔 일인지는 알지만 근데 나도 되게 비슷한 일이 있기는 했었어. 나는 진짜 한 일주일 사귄 사람, 그 사람하고 되게 비슷한 거이긴 하지, 내가 볼 때는. 어디 한번 봐보자. 그래도 그래, 닭강이 거 닭강이라는 이름이 머리에 너무 새겨져가지고 닭강이라고 부르게 돼. 닉네임을 바꿔도. 네, 닭돼지, 닭강이 한번 봐봐야지. 응? 아니 너한테는 선택권이 없어 지금. 음, 내가 카드 보는 거는 네가 이미 이야기를 했기 때문에. 음, 닭돼지 닭강이 닭이랜드. 아니 나도 내가 지금 이거 OBS 설정을 원래는 트위치로만 했었는데 지금 트위치하고 유튜브하고 같이 생방을 하고 있어. 그래서 내 트위치에서 누가 매니저인지 어떤 사람인지 안 보여. 나는 그냥 전체 채팅만 딱 보이거든. 채팅창. 그래가지고 누군지 몰랐다가 닭돼지? 닭? 내가 알고 있는 닭은 닭강이밖에 없는데. 그런 거였지. 어쨌든 닭강이 거. 일단은 많은 고통과 새로운 시작을 시작하거나 아니면은 이제 그거에 대한 고통에 대한 방황을 좀 많이 하게 되긴 할 거야. 약간 이제 시간이 살짝 가다 보면은 이제 너가 내가 이 늪지대에 빠져 있는 것보다 뭔가를 이제 다시 해봐야겠다. 그냥 읽고 내 삶을 살자라고는 마음은 먹는데 몸하고 행동하고는 이제 또 틀려요. 희한하게. 틀리다가 뭔가 추억에 빠져 있는? 뭔가 추억에 빠져 있고 계속 그 사람 생각 계속 망령에 붙잡혀 있다고 해야 되나? 그런 게 있어가지고 살짝 조심해야 될 분위기야 지금은. 리커버 하는데 시간이 좀 오래 걸릴 것 같은데 내가 볼 때는. 너가 전체적으로 다 리커버를 하려면은 몸과 마음이 따로 놀다 보면은 이게 그냥 자기 자신한테 리마인딩이 계속 돼버려. 그러다 보니까 어떻게 할지를 몰라 하는 것 같은데. 이거는 사실상 시간이 좀 있어 봐야 될 것 같아. 지금 상태로는 당장 일어난 일이어가지고 네거티브한 그런 기운이 너무 많어 지금 상으로는. 얘가 데스 카드인 것 같긴 한데 마지막 카드가 시간 좀 걸릴 거야 이거. 너가 새로운 출발을 하려고 마음을 잡아도 걸리다가 어쨌든 뭐 그렇게 크게 문제가 되거나 그런 거는 없을 것 같아서 뭐 알아서 처리하고 뭐 그 사람이 돌아오던 너가 다시 그 사람하고 어떻게 되던 그 판단은 너가 하기는 해야 돼. 뭐 나는 카드 봐주면서 그냥 살짝 조언만 해주는 그런 포지션이다 보니까. That cat. Yeah, because I actually have like one of the donation platform that I use, and they released a cat. Like it's a cat slash tuna. I think you will see the cat like in most of like Korean streamers. So Tam, what have you been what have you been up to? Because I don't think I haven't seen you like since last time you came in, which was like quite a while ago. 고양이 되게 귀엽다고. 그래가지고 이거 투네이션 그 사용한 거하고 그 한국 방송하시는 분들 방에는 대부분 있을 거라고. You started college? Oh, okay, that's good. So going to college is gonna get a little bit busy, I assume. It's like first few weeks will be okay, from my experience, but I mean it's gonna be depends on which like every area of study that you'll be doing. But first 2 weeks is quite relaxed. Week 3, like you will see the uni guideline and things like that, and you say, oh crap, like I have to start my assignment soon, because I went to, I was doing most of like literacy units, and yeah, like most of the requirement is like 1.5k words, like 2k words, and things, and like reports. I'm just like, well, I mean, English is not my first language, like it's my probably third language. So I'm just like, oh crap, like, I really have to start now, because I have to put assignment and like references, I have to read articles, make my point. So, going to study languages. I want to help you. I think you probably have to help me, because as you know, that I mumble quite a lot. I mean, if you are going into languages, and if you want to help people speak and fix them, probably speechology, that might be a good option. I think most of them young kids, probably age of 7 to 10, they have a most of speaking issue. Oh, do you? Like, I actually don't hate it, because I listened to my voice like quite a few times when I was 11 year 12, but I honestly don't like my voice, to be honest, because it's quite high toned than like most of male. That's actually weird, because whenever I sing, I don't mumble. I mean, I went through quite a few speechologies as well, because when I was applying for New South Wales Police Force, they picked up few of my accent, accent, because accent can be really wide variety thing. I mean, if you go UK, they have their own accent. If you go America, they have more other accent. I mean, within America as well. If you go Utah, if you go New York, if you go Tennessee, they all have their different accent, and they only speak in English. What is actual English accent? Yeah. By the way, yeah, it actually went a bit off road, bit a bit of tangent. Yeah. And one of the recruitment personnel from New South Wales Police Force, they asked me, we are willing to proceed your application if you are willing to go through some spirituality and can prove that you are doing something to help your accent. So yeah, I've been there for like 6 months, 6 months or so. So yeah, that actually went through and did other things. I really wish. I actually have a few Korean/English streamer who are living in UK. I think I have about 4 or 5 different personnel. But like 4 of them are like underage as well. So I'm just like, oh shit, I can't do much. Yeah, but I actually never visited America, to be honest. I like literally the only place I've been to was in Japan, and I stayed there like by myself for about in total 6 months. So that was that, and obviously Korea. And surprisingly, since I was born in Korea, I was in Boy Scout until E1 to 6. Because after E6, I left Korea to Australia. And that during my Scouty, they actually had a camp like trip sort of thing for like a week. I'm saying that he said, oh, we might visit or we might go tour in North Korea. But I actually been there. It was like it was fun, but at the same time, like if I have to look back to that memory, like it was very faked. There's no freedom. Like you have to eat on certain time. You can only do certain thing. You can only stay in one hotel that you are staying in. But there's no free time or things like that. Like literally everything is like staged. I guess it was good fun if you're just going in to relax and have like if you don't care what you're doing. But if you're like me or if you're a little bit older, you actually want to adventure a few things. In that sense, it might not be best option to be honest. One of the reasons why I visited Japan like 2-3 times was that isn't it? I actually changed my accent quite a lot. I didn't have a lot of Korean speaking friends like when I was in middle school throughout whole high school. I only had like 1 or 2 people who I was like really close to. But that's that. When I was in uni as well, most of the people were either like white, few Vietnamese background, few ABCs, but most of the people were born in Australia, so they didn't have any accent as well. So I'm surrounding by surrounding myself to a group like where they only speak in English. That actually helped quite a lot. But they can actually pick up feel my accent as well. Like they tell me that it's not noticeable. Like it's a little bit off, but it's just like, well, it's not like I can't understand you. Like it's not like we can't communicate. So they're like, meh, sort of thing. See how temp is gonna adapt to the college. Yeah, that sort of just came in into my mind. I guess Tem, going to the college, like, is that your first experience or have you done something similar? Or like being enrolled in educational institution, like not by the law, like high school sort of thing. But it's gonna be a bit of learning curve. It's gonna like I can already say that you will get through, but at the same time, it's gonna be because it's a first time experience that you have to work a little bit extra. But you know you can achieve it. But I think it's more towards to like you wanna get a little bit better grade. Like you already pass like you're already passing your units and things like that, but it's just like, well, do I really want to get passed or do I want to get distinction, sort of thing. Or just thinking that, oh, like, I'm already getting distinction, but I want to get high distinction, sort of thing. That's a good sign. But don't push yourself too hard on one subject. You probably will be doing about 4 or 5 subjects at the same time. So if you're only focusing on one subject, which means you will have less time to focus on other subjects at the same time. It's really balancing work. But your priority goal should be passing all the subjects, get better grade as you can in all subjects, because that helps, because I actually failed few subjects when I was in uni as well, and doing same thing over and over again, it doesn't help you. It breaks your heart and you have to pay the uni fee again, which does not help. Number 2. Especially with the language as well, there will be a lot of opinions, there will be a lot of arguments, because like language, it can be very challenging at the same time. Yeah. Hello, peace. Not too bad. I'm still awake at 4:30 in the morning in Sydney, but I'm going through. I don't have a lot of viewers as well, so you can just put them on the chat. That's how I roll most of the time. So just going back to the card. Languages. You might be thinking of just doing language, but at the same time, you might be doing some social work. You might be doing something like, I get 2 notifications for everything. So that's normal. Because if you're thinking of like spirituality, sure, just put them on the chat. Spirituality and things like that, then there will be different people arguing, like this treatment is better or that treatment is more efficient and things like that. Politics and humanity as well. That's gonna go everywhere. So be aware. Be aware to read a lot of things, because I done a lot of those subjects as well. And you have to make your argument and support yourself, or sometimes you have to go against yourself just to argue. But like this may not be efficient, but at the same time, in long term, it works or not. That's that. I think you already know what you're doing. I think you're already settled on, like this is what I wanted to do. This is something that I wish to do for quite a long time, and you prepared yourself, and you're just taking that path bit by bit. It's fine. More balancing. I think with the last card, I think I probably have to wait and see, to be honest. In college, there will be you wanted to do some like politics and humanity sort of thing, but there will be a few things that you don't want to do it, but it's your core subject and you have to do it. So just be prepared for that. Overall, I think you will do fine in college, to be honest. That's done. Peace. What kind of reading? Like the general one, or if you have any specific question that you wanna ask? I mean, like most of the time that I don't really do something that is like health related, and if someone asks me, so, oh, like I have a test in next month or like tomorrow or things like that, how would I go? Like those two questions that I don't really intake. The general one, all right. Yeah, because well, for a health one, I just tell them that, well, go to your specialist, like go to your doctor, and I think you will get better result and better prevention in that sense. Like even if you have tests, I think you probably will be studying now and like not watching my stream. So that's what I usually tell them if they ask those questions. With the peace one. Just a general one. Man, but I get a lot of dust on my desk. Actually, yeah, that was a dust. Let's see, just general one. I think I actually want to go last. Yeah. That actually wanted to come out as well. Cleaning. Yeah, I actually haven't vacuumed my room for quite a bit, and I actually vacuumed it like last week, and there was like whole, like my vacuum was like half full by the time that I finished. I'm just like, oh crap! I need to like vacuum my room like more often. But yeah, that was like about a year worth of dust on my carpet, which probably wasn't good for my health at all. Just general one. With, oh man, it's getting so loud. So with the piece, like, did something new, like, did you start something new? Like, like literally, like, three thing comes up like top of my head. Like, I only can sort of, either relationship. Yep, I am. Actually, I'm not in Korea, but I used to be in Korea because I was born in Korea. And yeah, I knew how many. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because like for some reason, like it just came out. Like it's like relationship related. It's like something that you fiddle with. I'm just like what can you fiddle with? I'm just like I'm not sure what that was, but the third one was more educational sort of thing. Yeah. With the new one, I don't think it may not be like brand new hobby. That I think you already had sort of interest, and you've done a little bit before, but you sort of started that hobby again. I moved on. Yeah, because from the first card, what I see is that like you already prepared something, but it's passing down. Yeah, that's why I just told you that like, did you done that before, sort of thing. Is it sort of instrumental? Because like, it takes a long time to master. 안녕하세요 두부님. It's sort of, it's not too painful, but it takes a lot of time. It takes a bit of effort to go from one stage to the next stage. In a way, Yeah, because I mean, for me as well, I used to do violin in a sense, but I done it as a child. But when I turned like 25, 27, I wanted to learn violin again, and it's pain in the ass. Like, it's so much pain in the ass. Like, I can't remember anything, and yeah, it doesn't work. my hand and my brain doesn't work. The next one, but yeah, like, I don't think you feel much of painfulness, like hardship in there, but I mean, as long as you find joy in that, I think you're doing fine. Like, you knew that it's gonna be a bit hard to master as well, so why not? You are enjoying it. You are already doing what you wanted to do. I mean, like, from the third card, I just like I can only think of is that, well, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. Like, alright. Okay. I'm not sure what kind of new hobby that is, but I mean, you're already preparing for either coming from past experience, or you're preparing new challenges. I think that might be career as well, which makes money and so on and so on. A full card. Starting is good. New start is good, but I sort of say you might be interested in other thing as well, but not completely different thing. Like not like different thing, but other paths, like other tricks on the way. Let's ask you first. 아니 괜찮아. 아니 나 두 분이 근데 저도 그때 막 저 혼자 와인 한 병 마시고 위스키 마시고 있고 좀 취한 모습에서 했어가지고 재밌게 봤어요 오히려. Definitely. I mean, if you're already doing it, I think it's because like you're doing one thing, but at the same time you know you can do other thing. Oh, like you also feel like, oh, that I can learn this on the way, I can do this on the way, I can do this a little bit later, and you try to collect everything at once. So I think that's the reason why Full Cup I came in. Just started. Okay. Like, it's either that, or like you want to collect other thing at the same time. I can do it all. Or you know that you've sort of done it before, so you want to go a little bit faster. Like, you know in your heart is like, oh, like I can do this a little bit quicker. Or have mind is like, oh, that I'm confident that I can do this. But if you told me that, oh, that I start a new hobby, that means try to think is that, yeah, like don't think of the past. You are starting new. Since you're starting new, it's gonna take time, but at the same time, your mind is like, yeah, but you've done this before. Forget that. Just do what you're doing. Take it slow. Like, no one is like pushing you to go faster or pushing you. You have to learn quicker, sort of thing. Happy to bring money. I mean, like, I'm doing like stock trading for hobby time to time as well. Like, which is like sort of, yeah, it's my hobby, but at the same time, it can bring some cash, or I might lose some cash. The Seventh of Pentacle. I think that's where it comes to like more financial sort of thing. Because like before card, it's more preparing yourself, more of your past card, or sort of like journey that you need in order to be able to put that into action. I liked my career down. So okay. Because like, it's very mixture card for me as well. Like all, like all of your card is like jumping around so much. It's just like, oh, like I have, like I'm starting new thing, but I done it before. I know it's gonna be painful. I know it will have like different perspective or different path that I can take. I know this like main path that I have, it's good, but at the same time I don't know where I need to go in full. Like I'm not sure I need to follow one road, or I'm not sure if I have to collect all the road, then pick something. But later on, I think it should be fine because like you are making cash, you are doing what you want to do, but at the same time, it just battle between you and your heart. Is like, oh, I think I could have done better. Like what if I took the different path? What if I make my decision a little bit quicker or slower, sort of thing. I usually relate Seventh of Pentacle is either a little bit of regret or a little bit of waiting game in a sense, but because all the cards were jumping around like from here to there and there, I think this card will be more regret in the future. It's like, oh, like what if. But the last card, okay, like last card is, I usually take that as like my own advice card to you. But last card is like the sun. Like you are already doing it. You are doing something you can. Yeah, but I will ask exactly the same question. It's like, what if you don't do it? Well, what if you actually haven't done it? Like, would you be asking same question, or would you be asking different question? Because like, if you're thinking of kept on thinking like what if, you will ask same question over and over again. It doesn't matter like which path you took. Like more important mind that I usually put people is that you done it. Like I mean, there's no point of like regretting something that you haven't done it. Like I actually thought of not doing that streaming as well. I actually thought of like not applying police force and like things like that. But like I'm more like I have this mind is that like would I get regret a lot if I done it, if I fail? Well, at least I can say, well, yeah, I done it and I regret it, but at least I done it, right? Well, it's my experience that I took something out of from that experience, so that's the new learning. But another part is like, well, I just think that I'm not gonna do it, and I haven't done it. Like, would I regret not doing something, or would I be better off doing something and actually regretting afterward? I rather do something that I rather put myself into action, do it, and tell people, oh, like I didn't like it because of this reason, because I done it. I know. Yeah, don't. But peace love, like don't push yourself too hard. If you're already doing it, do it. I mean, I actually made a lot of mistake in my shares as well. I'm doing it for hobby, but I actually lost like $2,000 at once. I'm just like, oh shit, like I probably have like read more news, that I probably have done more research, like rather than reading one article and just like buy like $500 worth of share in one go. I mean, so sometimes you have to make mistake. I mean, there's a lot of people who are successful actually says that, well, if you haven't made any mistake in your life, you haven't learned anything. Because like people learn from their mistake. Like if you actually tried your best, if you actually regret of doing something, then yeah, like you put 100% of yourself. You actually research yourself. You actually done something in order to regret that decision. Like if you just sat down, done nothing, or you just like, oh, I'm just gonna follow that whatever people are doing, then how, like, you just, yeah, in that sense, just sit down, read a lot of books, and done. You learn all of your life. Like a lot of people say like they're afraid of failure, but I will actually say like don't afraid of failure. Like if we are like, if you get close to failure, which means that you have high chance not to fail. Because like oh, like I'm gonna fail because of this reason, then you actually form your mind. You say, oh, like because of this reason it's not gonna work. You actually make your backup plan and follow that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I mean, in terms of general reading, it goes up and down everywhere. I think it's most likely because like you weren't sure what to ask. To be honest, like, it goes from the hobby. It goes from financial, like bit of fun hobby, like as you said, but at the same time, it sort of relates to like relationship card at the same time. You don't know where to start. That indicate, well, but you already told me that you start a new hobby, but if you don't know where to start, I don't know how the card is going as well. Yeah, I don't think there's not much I can tell you. Like you're already doing what you want to do. Like you're already doing things that you need to do. I think like my only job is to bring you into like light. Like I have to tell you that, yeah, like don't worry too much. Like do it. Like try it at least. Then make your decision. Like you have to think. Yeah, like people have to think. Like people have to make a plan, but execute that. Like do it. Try it. Like it. I'm pretty sure you're in your age that it's okay to make mistake. Like I don't see any card. Well, cars are jumping all over the place, but it doesn't tell me, well, if you make a mistake you will fail. Like there's no card in there. It's more like, well, you made wrong decision, but it just saying that, oh, like what if sort of thing. So make mistake, go out, make some mistake, learn from it. If you actually learn from it, you probably won't do it again. So you'll be fine. I did. Right. Well, I mean that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean usually if I do some task that I start, then yeah, I start. If I know I'm not gonna make in time, I actually make like multiple backup plan as well. I mean like reading does help. Well, at least for me, because I quite enjoy what other people are thinking. What I'm thinking might be completely wrong. I need like second opinion, third opinion as well. That's why I read time to time. I ask people, is oh, like I'm thinking of doing this. Like, what would you think as well? And they told me, so, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a bad idea. Then I make different backup plan and see if it's really worth trying it or not. And I mean, about 80% I do it regardless. Like I know I'm gonna fail, but at the same time I try it at least. Like with the minimum effort, because if you put high effort, high energy into it, you will fail a lot harder, and it will be harder to recover afterwards. Right? That's Alright, that's very interesting. In that sense. What can you do? I think that tied to me seeking justice. I mean, as much as TV shows and things like that portrayed that, oh yeah, police are doing something justice and things like that, right? They have a like really minimum power. Because like police, like, well, they act as a first line of defense, first line of something. But 저는 많이 취했어요. 저는 진짜 위스키 반 병 마시고 와인 한 병 다 마셨어가지고. Alright. For more for yourself. In that sense, what the option? If you're seeking, or your hobby is like tied to like seeking justice to yourself and things like that. What have I done before? I mean, like, I'm really like somewhat boring person. That I used to read like criminal justice like law book, like when I was like really bored as well. I can't think of anything. Usually I pick something and say that, oh, like, try this sort of thing, but yeah, I can't think of it. I'm out. I don't have any option. I mean, probably being your own psychologist, maybe. Like writing down what you like, what you hate, and how they differ with each other, and like, and come to the understanding that oh, like, is that action really justice or is it not, sort of thing. I mean, being successful, I would actually say like being successful is like something that everyone can achieve, but just that in what way? Like, do you want to be successful in relationship? Do you want to be successful by your friend? Do you want to be successful in friendship? Well, that's the same thing. Do you want to be successful in terms of finance? And within that, it goes deeper. Like if you're thinking of like romantic relationship, does that mean you have a wife, husband, kids? How many kids? Would that be son or daughter, or like what kind of house that you have, and so on and so on. I will. I mean, I actually I've been at home for about 2.5 years now because I actually had like motorbike accident back in 2019. Undergoing like few surgeries as well. I thought that like I thought I would be a lot more happier if I sort of like take a break from my work for a long time, and now that I really hate it, I'd rather be at work than like stuck at home. I would say like work, like being in corporate job or having any job is a tool. It's something that you do, and a tool. Essentially you exchange your time with the cash. That's a job. But how will you spend it? It's up to you. Like you can use that reward something that you like, or you can use that reward to make more cash, or you can use the reward to pass down to someone else, like your offspring, your parents, your someone that you are in relationship to. Yeah, it's really how you look at it. If you, and I think that's why I actually really like chatting to different people because I tell them, oh, like this is what I think, but like, how do you think in one topic? And so yeah, like finding something like well, I hated playing violin when I was a kid, but now that I want to relearn it, like even though I forgot everything, I want to do it again. For streaming and things like that. Well, I never done it. I hated public speaking. I hated like showing my talent or showing something that I'm doing. But now I'm just like, well, F it. Like I'd rather do something than just like staying home for God knows when. I mean, finding something that you love can be a very small thing. Like for me as well, in hobby that I watch anime as well, and sometimes that I wish that I had more cash and get new iPad and like chase like that, draw something quite similar. I can't really play violin. It's like I'm like starting new. I actually have one of my university friend who stream, but at the same time he used to play flute since when he was young, so he probably can. But I mean, yeah, it's because during the accident I broke my right collarbone. And a year later they find out my left shoulder ligament broke, and I had a medical history when I was in high school that I broke my left shoulder ligament once already. But yeah, like I couldn't use my arm for quite a while. And now I'm just doing rehabs and everything. So once that is over, I can go back to work and yeah, do work and stream at the same time. If I have a lot of like energy like before. No, I mean all the surgeries are successful, so I'm just like, well, I can just like focus on rehab at least. Oh. My internet might be down. Oh no, maybe not. Why is my Twitch show as offline? Huh. That's weird. Well, my internet is working fine, but on my OBS it shows I'm offline on Twitch. What the hell is going on? What the actual rainbow F is going on? Huh. Okay, it might be just like some weird server issue. 알겠습니다. 그때는 제가 자고 있을 거예요, 아마도. 지금 새벽 5시에 이제 못 잤어. Like now it's like 5 or 6 in the morning, AM. All I have is a jug of water and no sleep. My eyes are getting really tired for some reason, but my brain and body is like working so well, like a fish just out of water. It's weird. It is weird feeling. Yeah, I want to sleep, but I can't sleep. I know I can't sleep. For past few days, I survived with like probably 2-3 hours of sleep. I think it's because I know my energy got decreased and things like that. But I have to do some. Yeah, but like at the same time, I've been walking around outside for like 2 hours, like non-stop. It has been normal for me for past few months. Yeah, I tried not sleeping for whole day and going on like correct time schedule, but it only worked for like 2 days. Surprisingly on Monday, so about two days ago, melatonin, yeah, I actually tried it so many times. I think I may have a medication for that. I actually went like my local like doctor knows, because I have the same issue each year. So yeah, they know my dosage and they actually told me that yeah, that you probably should not take this anymore because we have to go up onto like 6 milligram. They were a little bit concerned because I usually do my blood test each year, and they realized my liver function were really high. And just like, yeah, I don't think we can give you melatonin anymore because it sort of screws up with your liver at the same time. But usually with the medication, it helps me to sleep, but at the same time, it doesn't help me to sleep well. So that I feel exactly the same as like that I didn't sleep, or I wake up, or that I have to wake up like 2-3 p.m. to actually feel like, oh, like I actually slept. If I wake up like at 2-3 p.m., which means I don't have much of time to do exercise, my body to get tired or go through like most of the thing. With the I can't say the word for some reason. Camellia. Okay, yeah, we with the T. I actually have like 1 kilogram worth of that tea. I actually do because rather than taking the medication, that I done it a few times. Yeah, chamomile. Chamomile. God damn it. Yeah, like it's okay to be like night owl. Like if I'm doing something, like literally right before I turn my stream on, I was in my bed like since no, yeah, yeah, I was in my bed for like 5 hours, and I couldn't sleep. Like I wasn't looking at my phone or like thinking something. I was literally just like in my bed for 5 hours. Like I had the sensation like my body was my physical body was getting shut down, but my mind wasn't. I'm just like, okay, I need to do something at the time. Oh, hello, Athena. Hello again. How are we all doing? I mean, for me, just like, well, for me, it's literally same shit, different day. Yeah, just put them on the chat. It's fine. Like there's no queue at the moment. We are just talking random thing. Yeah, I don't have like join comment at all. Like, there's only like 3 people. Yeah, it could be like my body went through trauma, some medications, rehabs, and yeah. I mean, it could be that. So, yeah. Yeah, I might have some Macca's chicken nugget that I bought about like around 13 hours ago. Yeah, then I think just put question on the chat. Like you don't have to wait. Like just put them on the chat. Like let it roll. I will see it and go through one by one. Korea. That's gonna be like really. Actually, I never done that question before. Black Koreas. No. Hello, Blackwood. Ex Blackwood. Yeah, I get 2 notifications. Hello. Okay, so first Athena, let's do that first. I mean, first card that came out, it's broad. It's really broad already. Like I don't know how the card is gonna come up. But I will at least try my best. It's a cat with a tuna outfit. Yeah, that's like one. That's from one of the donation platform that I used. Like you will see this cat quite a lot in Korean streamers. A fishy cat, yeah, that works. Fishy cat. With the card, it's very broad. I think it's either you have a lot of option, or it's either you wanted to like you want to do a lot of things at the same time, but it's more like you can't make a decision. It's not one thing, and that's what I'm getting from first card. Ace of 1, yeah, usually indicates a tool. So a tool to make your decision, or tool to do something, or or encouragement even. I'm guessing it's either your parents, your partner, or whatever you're doing. You're covering a lot of things that you want to do at the same time. There's no issue on that, to be honest. I mean, like I will be more concerned that if you want to do multiple things, but at the same time you're not doing, like, if you're not taking any action for it. But if you're doing it, that's fine. For such a long time. And Hangman. Like Hangman usually indicates you see world differently if compared to majority of people. So whenever everyone say yes, you have a tendency to say no, and you have really good explanation why you said no. Why? Because you have all the knowledge, or a lot of knowledge, background, argument or research that support your saying and things like that. Yeah, always arguing. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Next card. I mean, that's the thing about with like Ace of 1 card people. They like reading. They like doing something. They wanna cover most of the aspect they know, they don't know, or like they know something, but they often go against themselves at the same time, just for the sake of making argument, or to see, oh, like I wanted to know why other people think that way. But at the same time, if those people try to overanalyze something, they go deeper and deeper. So it's like going to a rabbit hole over and over again. So sometimes they do, if they're really interested in that topic. But at the same time, if you know basic, if you know what author were conveying or things like that, it usually be fine because you know you have other options to support that. I this card I'm not 100% sure because I can sort of sense two things. One, you like to work by yourself, or two, you convey other people that you prefer working yourself, but at the same time you need people around you. Like you miss that human interaction quite often. I think I isolate myself on general. Yeah. But probably with the question that you ask is that about my careers. I think you might be working in a place that a lot of people work at the same time. Like working with others just don't as fast. Yeah. Okay. Yep. It's more pasting. Like it's more about you want to find right leader. You want to find right mentor in a thing. Like you wish to be with them, and you know you can, but at the same time, it's just finding that right person that is challenging for you. Alright, very interesting. Last card. Hermit. It's very. The last card is very like scholarly. Like, how should I explain this? Because it's quite similar to Hangman at the same time. Once you set your mind, you go for it, but the first card indicates that there's a lot of option. So I think it's more, at the same time, it's more of like finding your interest, what you prefer, what you wish to do forever, sort of thing. Hello. I don't have Q. I usually ask people just like if you want to ask something, just write them on a chat. Back, you're back. Yeah, that's fine. Just put them on the chat. Just write them on the chat, and I go one by one. All right, sure thing. Usually with the one Hangman and Hermit card, it goes it goes together really well. Because like with the Hangman, you have different perspective, but with the Hermit, you have strong beliefs on something. Once you bite into it, you don't let go. And with the one, it sort of supports that once you bite, you don't let go sort of thing. But with your careers, I don't like. It's more difficult to choose because you don't know what you are capable, sort of thing. But regardless of which field that you choose, I think it's really depending on the person that you meet. In one careers, you might find really poor mentor that you lose that interest, but in another careers or things like that, you find someone that you respect or someone that you can learn from, and you stick with that person for a really long time. So that's what I got. to okay, love in September. All right. Oh, September, August, about 2 weeks. About a week and a half further. This might be a little bit challenging because of the time frame. Alright, so okay, first I need to ask is that what kind of person are you looking for? Because from the first card that it came out, it's very like not too much of fancy, more it's just that in a relationship. Wait, just give me a second. I can't find right word. Like bit novel in a way. Oh, it's 7 years difference. Ah, okay. 7 years. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, well, I had one of my friends who were actually dating someone like 14 years or older than her as well. And yeah, now they're actually getting married. Well, shit. Alright. Those are the cards. I mean, overall card it's very. It's already fulfilling. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It just you wanna look more like looking for more approval in a way. Like you wanna move away from people, but at the same time you wanna get approval from other people so that it will be easier. Yeah, it's only one card, so it's a bit hard to pick it up for me as well. But let's go by week. In September. Then there might be a little bit of small argument, but like fun argument. More playful in a way. Be playful. It's more of why am I getting feeling that like it's more of like you teasing her quite a lot. Yeah, it's more of like I'm feeling is like sense of like yeah, you know that feel like when you see really cute puppy or like cute cute thing, it's just like you wanna like somewhat squish them and like you wanna care for it. Like why am I getting that emotion all of a sudden? Yeah. And first week is very playful. Playful. I mean, there's a bit of teasing at the same time. It's like first week is very general relationship card. I mean, you already told me that you are in the relationship, and it literally feels like someone who started dating like a few weeks ago. Bit of playful, bit of like small fun arguments, and it just continues. They try to learn each other. They try to be close to each other a lot more. I mean, their heart might not be in same place, but at the same time, they want to close the gap further and further. Close that gap like sooner and sooner. I think first week of September might be really fun week. Second week will be a little bit of yeah. Okay. Okay, onion weekend. Because I said the second week is a little bit of taking apart. I'm not sure which side, but in second week of September there might be something urgent, some work that is coming up. That you guys may have to hold. Meeting up or being close. There's not much of like bad news in a way, but it's just yeah, I wasn't sure like why the tower card came up last, because I usually see it as like beginning of week, middle of the week, and at the end of the week. It's like the beginning and the middle, it looks really good, but at the end, like Wheel of Fortune, I usually don't take it really good way. Like it just means that it continues. It just roll and roll, but at the same time, that means there's not much of changes, and because there's not much of changes, you are stuck at the same time. On the second week, the Tower of in tarot card, there's like three cards that people try to avoid: Tower, Devil, and what was DDT? Okay, Death, Devil, Tower. Like those three cards that we try to avoid as much as we can, because like that usually indicates very it has a bad omen to it, like bad aura with it. So but like second week is getting a lot busy individually. Like you or your partner might have something they have to work on, or something they need to urgently do. They will start doing it on middle of the week. Big fast change, it can be, but I usually relate Tower with something that built up, like it built and it collapsed, and because it collapsed, there's a lot of collateral damage. But I usually see Tower card as like you guys have to do something about it. You guys have to. I mean, like fast change, right? Yeah, actually, it makes sense, because you have to change something really fast because it already built up. It's about to burst. I mean, Tower is big and fast change. Yeah, it makes sense. I can't say it's wrong. like while I was explaining it, I was like, yeah, it fits, it suits. Yeah. As a second week, you might get busier. So I will probably say if I mean, keeping contact, like really small time, but like on regular basis will help. If you guys try to hold to meet up until the weekend, it might be not possible. And this what reward am I having? Alright. Okay. I got your next question, please. Probably third week. I mean, third week is more going back to normal. Okay, for I mean, you can leave your question as well. Because I usually take like a bit long time to do one reading. And I may able to message you, or once your turn comes back. Because I usually put people as like because like this person put down the question first, I will do that person first, sort of thing. I mean, in a way, like first order, first serve. If that makes sense. I mean, in relationship, the third week will be going back to normal. I think you probably have finished, like, done your work or something that you have to do urgently, and I think even though there was a tower card, it may be okay. Like you solved your issue. I think your relationship might got deeper. I think you guys actually how long have you guys been dated or been possibly engaged? Gotcha. How long have you guys been like they not I don't know, because like the first week of card was quite playful, but like third week is very it not like fiance, but like the relationship is quite deep emotionally. Well, I should ask you, how long have you guys been together in terms of relationship? A year? Yeah. Yeah, because one of the reasons why I just said like engaged was it's almost like a like honeymoon phase. Like first week was very playful, very fun sort of thing, but on like third week, like you guys get more really serious, and there's a lot of jump in emotion as well. I think it could be because on the second week you guys may not be together. Like if you guys wanted to get like able to meet each other on second week, that emotion might be fired up. That's why you guys are sort of chasing each other on third week. On the last week, last week is going back to normal. On fourth week, going back to normal, that you guys more settled. It feels like Sunday evening. Like you have to go back to work next morning. Like you have to you have to go back to your work like in few hours time. Just like how am I gonna deal another week to have my own time, or well, in this case, have my relationship time. On the middle, so probably on Wednesday or Thursday, you know, oh, it's like I done it, like it's soon. Like you guys are seeking each other. You guys wanna it's like, okay, I just have to hold another day, or on another 2 days. Yeah, I can plan it. I can see this person. And on the last, yeah, it's literally wheel of fortune card. You guys meet, you guys have fun, you guys have do what you wanna do, and it goes back. It literally goes back. There's a lot of moving around. There's a lot of people that sees you guys differently. But at the same time, you guys want to be a little bit playful. Sort of chase each other, try to be close to each other a lot more. Keep that, and yeah, it literally just goes. It goes round and round. So probably in September, I will probably say like second week will be prepare for the second week. I think there might be something might come up that you guys can't cancel, or you guys have to focus on. Other than that, there's not much I can say. There's no warning. There's no being sus about. It's very interesting card. It like the most of the card, like the emotion aspect is very jumpy. Like it's very hyperactive. I'm just like, they do what you guys need to do, but don't remind me, sort of thing. Like on cards. And that's that. Yeah, and actually the last two cards remaining was the Lovers and Fifth of Pentacle. Well, Lovers being Lovebird, I assume, and Fifth of Pentacle means just like other people, like external effects, sort of thing. Since Peace actually wrote down the question first, I do that. Then for Virtua 3, and I think that's about all the question so far. The Peace is about what reward my hobby will bring if I pursue professionally. Actually, with the Peace, you probably have to pick a deck. Peace, come up, Peace. It's you like Peace Love 101. You have to pick either deck on the right or left. Yeah. I shall summon you. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna shuffle the deck that I just used. Oh. Are you still alive? Okay, blue one. Okay. Yeah, good. I actually don't use this card quite often. I don't use this card that often. I only use this deck like when I get the sensation. You say, yeah, I probably use that deck with the question. Okay, that. Yeah. Yeah, because I usually like I have a theme for each card that I use. Like with this, I usually use it when people are asking like relationship sort of thing, like like bit more happy theme. I use this as like just more general or like over like whatever question that I get, and the blue one when it becomes a little bit serious question, bit more like heavy. Yeah. Okay, that's that. Yeah, if you pursued your hobby as a profession, it will take a lot of your effort, that's for sure. Because I think most of the issue is not from internally, but it's more external issues. That's something you can't control. But I think you've done your like what you need to do as your work. So I think it should be okay for now. There will be a lot of part where you have to work by yourself and you have to be focused on by yourself. It may create a little bit of issue with the previous card because if you feel there's a lot of issue, people tend to blame on themselves. But in that sense, it's not your issue. Like it's something that like other people have to get their shit together. So I think you sort of have to control your mind. I think that's one of the advice that I can give you so far. Next one. I think in your field there might be people who may feel they are attacking you. But like most of the workplace, it's a survival of fittest world. So, there's not much of gaining that I'm seeing at the moment. It's a mind game. I don't think you're looking for a lot of reward. You know, if you pursue your hobby to like profession. Yeah, yeah. There's not much that comes out. I mean, if I have to like really nitpick, you if I really have to nitpick, you will learn that it's okay to be yourself and you can work by yourself. But at the same time, you will meet a lot of people there who does not agree with you at all. Like even though if you go with your client or your workmate opinion, like they're not gonna like it. But you learn that, and you probably would learn is that, oh, like that I probably would not have to care so much because of the other person said so. Um, you you will learn encouragement to say that no, like that's not right. Like I done this, I know it's gonna work. It's a lot better if we do my way. So you become more persistent, more in a way agreeable, in a way more argumental. Argumental is a very strong word though. More persistent. Okay, right. That's the word. mm. And because of that, you learn how to be a leader position. Rather than rather than you learning something behind someone else, like over the shoulder, you tend to teach other people is like what to do. Like you are more engaged personal like than the person that you will meet in their field. The benefit will be that um yeah, I think it's because I like one, I don't know what your hobby is. Two, I think there's a lot of different hobbies that is going on at the same time. But that might be the issue that I'm not getting my card at the same time. It's yeah, but I'm not sensing like it's not like or operational. Like it's not business. It's yeah. It's not traditional business sense that I'm getting the yeah. Sorry. uh, sorry, I can't really got that much. I thought like I could do it, but no, it didn't came out right. Okay. One, this guy I wanted so much better. Need about him coming back. Someone new just in case. Yep. Hmm. So I assume you guys used to date but broke up and wish if he is coming back. Okay, I think probably since that might be my last one. I tried to use 2 cards this time. Oh crap. I don't want to bend my card. Hmm. Mhm. Yep. You're back. So, based on the question, you guys were together, then broke up, and you want to know if he might be coming back or not. God, there's a lot of delay. Yeah, I usually have a monitoring view on my iPad as well, but man, there's a lot of delay. Um, so so the relationship, wow, the overall relationship used to be really good by looks of it. I I I think like you guys actually got heard from a lot of people. Is like, oh, like you guys are meant to be together, sort of thing. Because like within between you guys, there were a lot of fulfillment that was going on, and from outside, so from third person point of view, yeah, yeah, even that was really good. So I would probably say like just by looking at two cards, like you guys might like I won't be surprised like if you actually said to me like, oh, like we used to be engaged, sort of thing as well. Hmm. All right, so okay, the issue sort of comes right away. Um. Mm, I think there was a lot of argument that might happen. To be honest, um, the way that you guys look at the issue, where you guys were looking at relationship overall, were different. Um, it probably would be okay if one party says something and another party says that yeah, I agree, or no, I disagree because of that. That probably would made it a lot easier, but it's more like you guys, like, or most of the party don't want to back up, like back down, not back up, back down. So that was quite. It's more like really like two strong force that going with each other. Um, which can be good and bad at the same time, because when it's good, it fits really well. When it's not, it's putting like two uh positive magnet with each other. Like it doesn't matter how well that you wanna stick same side together, it doesn't work. But if one part is going to negative, it attract each other. Um, I think that's where it's sort of main issue, but at the same time, we are human. Sometimes we wanna change our mind. So when one party made the change, the other party also made a change. So it becomes like we don't meet in one point. It's like okay, that I will agree with your term, and another person is going at the same time. Okay, I will agree with your term, and it doesn't stick together again. So I think probably finding that middle ground might be a bit hard. Like, it was hard so far. But like those three cards were more of your question. Like this is just to see that how the relationship used to be like went before. But at the same time, in a relationship, like in your relationship, one person were more in charge of emotional sort of thing, and another person were in charge of more financial housework, sort of thing. So in terms of like what, like because you guys have like a strong position, that you guys keep and you guys do, probably that's why when other people looked at your relationship, it looked really nice. But internally, there were a bit of issues, but you guys knew that you learn from each other. Like you did find common ground. Probably that's why it actually went on really well. I don't know. Like the relationship looked like it was it was sort of roller coaster. But okay. So for now, strength. Despite at the one card, it can be two things. One, one person need to be strong and back down, like really back down. Or another one is it really put you guys apart so much that it's not worth trying. But it can be two things. Yeah, it's apart. Yeah, it's apart. Like at the moment it's apart. I don't think it's worth if you chase the other person. I don't think he or she is not ready for it. Or he. Yeah, he. Yeah. I don't think he's ready to go back to relationship. But I usually tell people is that like whenever I do my whenever I do reading, that I can't do like more than 3 months. Like 3 months is like my max. Let's see. Like let me push it. 6 months. But if you really want it, if you really want him to come back, try it about 6 months time. But I don't think it will end well at the same time. I don't think it's him. I feel like it's him that wants to keep distance at the moment, and I think it's you who are suffering more. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I feel like because you two have like really strong relationship opinion. Or unless if you are willing to keep your emotion down throughout the whole relationship, it will work. But at the same time, I'm saying it yeah, but like, if you're keeping yourself down all the time, it's like you're not being yourself. Like you're being followed by him. You yeah. I no. I personally I will go against your question this time. Yeah. Yeah. Because so far, let me just keep this in order. Because once you're going back to relationship, like what I'm afraid is more argument on small thing. I think like he's most likely to burst his emotion a lot more than you do. I think you like when you were even in the relationship together, you were the person who tried to find the common ground. But he doesn't really accept it at the same time. Like he will act or convey you say, oh yeah, I understand what you mean, but it's only that one time sort of thing. So far card is well the tower being a big issue. You put strength, but there's no common ground or more actual place that you want to be together. You suffer more. He wants to fulfill his emotion. You give it to him. More and more issue. Yeah, that's fine. Even if you want to ask another question, yeah, that's fine. Find someone. Probably general reading will work better because I usually do your first question, but I tell them is that you probably have to come back in like in few months time because yeah. Yeah, because I will at the same time that I tell people it's just well like if my reading were like 100% correct, I probably do my own reading, get the numbers and buy low rate ticket. I probably won't be streaming at the same time. So yeah, just I tell people well if you don't like what you from me, take what you want to take. If you don't, just throw them out. Just to like the general one. But I'm getting feeling that like this general one will be more your psychological thing. Yeah. Hmm. Right. Okay, so first one. Fine. Hmm. It was like sort of reverse. Rather than finding people that you want to care at the moment, you you are more pushing away people in a sense. You rather be alone rather than getting. I don't know. It's more like, well, you don't want to get sorrow from other people, so that you rather deal with the situation by yourself. That I can deal my situation by yourself. Do not worry, sort of thing. But that's how you portray. But at the same time, it's opposite in your heart. So it's more like you're contradicting yourself with your emotion. And it's quite same card as before. As I just said, you want to be away from the people in you, like that's how you portray, and you're already doing it. So like, it's those two cards had like same meaning, or really similar meaning. Yeah, it's just like, it's literally contradicting yourself. In your heart, you are telling yourself that you are strong, but at the same time, you know you're getting weaker and weaker. You know, it's just like, I need someone. I need other like comfort from other people. I need other people to say it's like, I will be okay. I need other people to comfort me. I need someone close to me that needs to stay with me right now. uh, mm. But it's just that at the same time, you don't want to be burdened to other people. I think one of the reasons why you're acting tough is because if you go how you want to feel, just that, am I gonna be burdened to other people? I'm pretty sure they have their own thing, but if I really want them, I know they will come to me. But it's just that, am I worth their time? Like, am I worth enough to draw them into my life? Yeah, I don't. I think, yeah, I told you when I was mixing card that it will be your more psychological status at the moment. Something good. Well, at least the last card is more like not your status. Like they with the people that you want to contact, like they are more than welcome to get your message. Like they want you to contact them. 아직도 하고 있어요. 지금 마지막 거 보고는 있기는 해요. Like they know that you want to be alone at the moment. That's why that's the reason they're keeping distance from you. It's not because they don't want to be with you. So I think once you send them a message, like people that you like really care about, just send small text saying, oh, like I have something to tell you, that I want to talk something about it. They are more than willing to come to you, and they are more than willing to like cut their time and listen to you. But yeah, I think you sort of have to get out of your mental status at the same, like at the moment, and what would help is to contact other people that you really care about. Yeah, but I think that will be the best option. I know you want to be strong. I know you don't want to be burdened to other people, but you know that it's like you know you're not being yourself by doing that. This reading is like, it's sort of I don't know, because like there's a lot of emotion mixed to it. Like I actually have like been a bit of tea came out when I was doing that. And at the same time, like sort of anger came up as well. Like it's just I don't know that I should be depressed or angered or what. Yeah. Oh, all right, I'm back. Yeah, nah, no more me is back. Alright. Man, I need to control my emotion a bit. Okay. I mean, it's about like 6:18 in the morning in Sydney. So, so I probably try to sleep, but before I go, 두 분님이 뭐 물어보실 거 있으신가요? 저가 할 수 있는 게 요거밖에 없어가지고. Oh, good. Hey, why are you awake? Yeah, I'm near Olympic Park, actually. Ah, a few years back. Hmm. I mean, I couldn't sleep for like few hours right there. That's why I turned on my stream. But like, why are you awake? 아, 그냥 아, 일하시는 중이셨구나. In USA. Ah, okay. Well, actually, the tofu presence, she actually streams as well. So she's in America as well. So yeah, check her stream. Check her stream as well. Okay. Yeah. Good night. I will. I try to sleep. Yeah, I was in bed for like 5 hours, like not able to sleep. I'm just like you know what, like rather than being awake for a whole night, I turn on my stream at least. And that's how today's stream started. I think that will be it. I shall take my leave. Okay, see you guys again. Like even if I can't sleep, another time I'll probably I might stream again around this time. Yeah. Adios.